Transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, ATTR-CM for short, is a condition in which a protein called transthyretin folds abnormally in the body, forming amyloid. Amyloid is an abnormal substance that the body does not break down normally. Amyloid can build up in the heart, causing the heart walls to become thick and stiff. This reduces the heart's ability to pump blood around the body and increases the risk of heart problems like heart failure. People can inherit ATTR-CM from a parent, or it can develop with age. Over time, ATTR-CM becomes worse and can lead to heart problems and death. Tafamidis is a medicine approved to treat people with ATTR-CM. It reduces the buildup of amyloid in the heart and other parts of the body. Tafamidis was initially available as a 20 mg capsule. People could take a 20 mg dose, 1 capsule, or an 80 mg dose, 4 20 mg capsules. More recently, Tafamidis has become available as a single 61 mg capsule with the same effect as an 80 mg dose. Tafamidis was approved to treat ATTR-CM based on the results of a study called ATTR-ACT. Overall, 441 people with ATTR-CM took part in this study. 106 people had ATTR-CM that was inherited, and 335 people had ATTR-CM that was due to aging. People were randomly split into 3 groups to take an 80 mg dose of Tafamidis, a 20 mg dose of Tafamidis, or a placebo once a day for up to 30 months. A placebo looks just like the study medicine but does not contain any active ingredients. After completing ATTR-ACT, people could choose to continue taking Tafamidis as part of an extension study. In this still ongoing study, people who originally took Tafamidis continued to take the same dose. People who originally took a placebo started taking either 20 mg or 80 mg of Tafamidis. After July 2018, everyone in the extension study switched to the new single 61 mg capsule of Tafamidis with the same effect as Tafamidis' 80 mg dose. Researchers looked at how well each Tafamidis dose worked compared with placebo in the original ATTR-ACT study. People who took either dose of Tafamidis were less likely to be admitted to the hospital for heart problems and also lived longer than people who took a placebo. After taking either dose of Tafamidis, people were able to walk a longer distance in 6 minutes, an indication of how well their heart was working. People were also less likely to report that their condition made their quality of life worse. In ATTR-ACT alone, researchers did not have enough information to find out if the 80 mg dose worked better than the 20 mg dose. However, the extension study has provided the researchers with enough information to make this comparison. In this additional time, half of the people had taken Tafamidis for at least 51 months. The risk of death was lower for people who took the 80 mg dose of Tafamidis than for people who took the 20 mg dose. People who took the higher dose of Tafamidis were 30% less likely to die than those who took the lower dose. People who took Tafamidis in ATTR-ACT and the extension study, regardless of the dose, were no more likely to experience side effects than people who took a placebo. A side effect is something either expected or unexpected that people felt during the study. The researchers had 2 main conclusions based on these results. First, both the higher and lower doses of Tafamidis worked better than placebo in reducing people's risk of being admitted to the hospital for heart problems and of death. Secondly, the 80 mg dose of Tafamidis worked better than the 20 mg dose in reducing people's long-term risk of death. As such, 80 mg of Tafamidis is the preferred and approved dose for treating people with ATTR-CM.